Breaking news, baby dolls. We have critical emergency new big pDAI stuff to go through. My gosh. Oh my gosh. What the hell was that? 99.93% down. I'm going to give you the gist of what's happening out here, okay? So if you're waking up in America, probably a lot of people are just going to come and just smack them by the dip. And yeah, this thing went literally, man, it was literally all over, friends. It went down here, smack down, and we're like, whoa, 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 what the hell's happening? Okay, let's everyone just calm down. I'm going to show you what's been happening. I've been buying a dip, but, you know, no cry in the casino. I'm just telling you what's going on. So I'm going to now show you some ChatGPT excerpts. I have it on good authority. My friend Kyle, he's pretty good with reading what's going on, okay? So in a nutshell, friends, Atropa is the new MakerDAO, okay? Atropa is the MakerDAO. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to show you what's happened before we continue, because right now, Atropa Ecosystem is beaming, but let's go through what actually happened. Okay, the story takes a twist. Cattie, friends, do you remember Cattie Boo? So Cattie, remember she's like a gifted developer. She comes in and she has this like skits idea. She's like, give me control of MakerDAO. I want to take over it. And we're like, no, 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 no. I don't think that's a good idea. Okay, so someone, somehow, I think, gives her a shitload of pMKR tokens. I forgot. I don't know exactly. There's a lot of things going on. She takes over the MakerDAO protocol, and then just things start flying off and beaming. Okay, so she takes over the MakerDAO protocol. She mints 100 billion pDAI, and that's when everything just went. And then she starts buying Atropa. Okay, now Atropa, you remember, friends, that's Maria. Maria's coin Atropa. What I'm now going to do is I'm just going to try to show you the coin. So Atropa starts getting bought. So first Atropa goes to 0, drops literally down to 0, and then it just starts going up. Bang, up huge, okay? Right now, I'm going to show you the Atropa pDAI ratio just so you can see. Oh my gosh, look at that. It just wicked up. So you can't, friends, basically it just smacked up here. You can't actually do anything when it comes to, like it's just a massive splash up. Oh my gosh, that's huge. So, what actually happens is, okay, so that starts crazy, right? Now she has 72 billion pDAI left in her wallet, okay? So she burns a bit. She had 100 billion pDAI minted. Okay, comes in. Now, I just want to let you know, I'm going to tell you right now, it's already burned. So we've been waiting on, that's why I'm doing this emergency update, okay? So that 72 billion just got burned. But the MakerDAO replacement is actually the Atropa ecosystem. I'm going to wait for the 99 capital post later. The pDAI price, okay, it whacked down 99.93%. I'm just going to show you. So right now, this is actually the PUSDC to pDAI ratio. It literally went up here, bang, and then a couple of lucky people who had PUSDC, they were using that to buy the dip on pDAI. That's why the thing went down, man, like just like it didn't last very long, did it? Bang, and just like starts coming back up here. Actually, it's still favorable to do it because it's now still trading at 2 to 1. And if you believe it's going to just come back down 1 to 1, okay, so I'll just show you the next stuff out here as well. So crazy stuff, right? This is the PUSDT, right, ratio that also pegged. There's just some wild freaking stuff. I want to show you something as well, friends. PWBTC, the People's Bitcoin, it traded at, my gosh, 1.89 million. I'm just going to show you the 15-minute chart. So pretty much if you held any PWBTC, you're literally using it to buy the dip on pDAI. By the way, it's still trading at 225,000. So it is still favorable to do it if you assume it just comes back down here, okay? Wild moves, man. Everyone was just like, oh my God, what's over? It's over. What's happening? Right. So it's kind of interesting as well. This is something interesting. Even though this is very interesting from psychology point, okay? Even though the price effectively went to 0, okay, with the big slash downs, people didn't feel as much fear as compared to when Richard did the first FUD tweet storm. So this is interesting, just from a psychological perspective, right? Because Richard sent the price down here, this price went down 99.99% lower, yet for some reason, most of us were like, we had a lot of fear. We're like, oh crap, is it over? Is it over? What's going on? It's a bug. Like, you know what's going on. We're like, but I'm getting pegged, but the wrong way. Okay? Getting pegged in the butt. That was interesting, yeah? Because like, basically, Richard's now desensitized you. He's like, infinite minting, bug, infinite minting. But once you live through that, right? You've kind of like, you're hardened a bit. So now you're seeing Atropa go up, right? Cattie as well, friends. This is interesting. Cattie Boo has been feeding her next steps to the community. So, friends, I'm just going to spoil it. Okay, what we've kind of seen, okay, someone has helped with the orchestration to proceed with this step. Someone. Whisper people. Okay? That's why we're like, dude, where'd she come from? Well, you're the new main character now? Very interesting, right? I think the final part of the episode, friends, this is me reading Brian before the burn, is I think the burn does 90 to 100 billion pDAI. They've actually done it, right? So liquidity is very, very, very thin. So you can't, like, yes, the liquidity is super, super thin. And strong hands are buying, right? It's wild. So here we have DcentraliseMe, a bizarre turn of events. The ex-USD team, Cattie and Surfacing, are rumored to have been sent enough pMKR to take over Maker on Pulse in the auctions, and they are working in tandem with Maria, the Atropa dev. They minted 100 billion pDAI. They began buying Atropa and other eco coins. They're attempting to stabilize pDAI to its peg, then stabilize the P stables together, then move pDAI to its peg. This would be almost a Frax-style peg based on liquidity and economic incentives. pDAI to $1, question mark. If it does, it won't be through the method I've been preaching. Someone's building a MakerDAO replacement, so we have like DAI on PulseChain. This was Richard Hart. That was his quote. Someone's building a MakerDAO replacement, and then we're like, it's PulseChain MakerDAO. And then we're like, no, surprise. It's the Atropa Ecosystem. That's the new MakerDAO. Oh my gosh, what's happening? I can't take it anymore. My nipples will remain pain. My gosh, it's fucking scary, bro. But man, it's fucking scary. It's just scary. It's just like, well, friends, we're just watching it. My gosh, man. Friends, have you ever seen a DEX screener? Friends, I was literally here. Have you ever seen a DEX screener trade you down 99.78% in a candle? What? See us. It was just like that guy. You know, that 2.781 trillion. Yeah, went to zero. It was literally, it's over. My gosh, man, that's freaking wild. Also, just to let you know, she said she was going to do it beforehand. So, man, I know, friends, if you're just Richard Hardcore coins, you don't know what the hell's going on. Guess what? We don't know what the hell's going on either, okay? Mr. DcentraliseMe. Was the plan to coax developers into the Atropa Eco to eventually deliver a synthetic pDAI peg leveraging the Atropa ecosystem? I hope so. So what I'm now going to do is, I'm going to show you these ChatGPT excerpts from my friend Kyle, which is really cool. So first I'll just show you this is the transaction here. 72 billion pDAI has been burned. So all that excess supply burned. That's my friend. Like, we had no idea. This story has got some freaking twists and a half. Oh my gosh. Mr. Hart here is saying, is the pMKR simple thing? Fans, you got to understand, when this happened, okay, we literally had 128 billion pDAI. Oh, it's over. It was just like, what? But I was like, you know what? Friends, I made videos just beforehand. This is a coincidence. I said, if we see I literally tweeted today and I made a video. I go, if you see the supply going up, I'm not getting out. I didn't think that much. My gosh. Okay, now, showing you all the juice. Now, we're going to read through this, friends. Very important. All you need to know about Atropa as the new MakerDAO PulseChain. Let's just say my friend Kyle is interested in Most and Ricky, and he's pretty good at predicting the future, my friend Kyle. Look at this question here. He asks, can you use Atropa on PulseChain to peg the forked DAI, pDAI, to $1 without pMKR? Give us different ways, number them, and remove the lines between each section. Okay, so he's using pMKR. You're telling ChatGPT, you're like, no, you know, I'm the daddy now. I'm going to tell you what to do. So this is it. Okay, sure, there are different ways you can use Atropa on PulseChain to peg a forked pDAI without, my gosh, oh my God. I almost said his name, Richard. Man, if this works out, man. I mean, like, I'm just a grown man on the internet pegging my nipples, okay? Diamond nipples. 1, use deflationary tokenomics. Leverage Atropa's deflationary mechanics by designing pDAI to include transfer taxes or burn fees. When pDAI is oversupplied and below a peg, burn a portion of each transaction to reduce the supply and restore balance. Number 2, collateral vaults with Atropa tokens. Allow the users to mint pDAI by depositing Atropa into smart contracts as over-collateralized vaults. Liquidate the vaults when the collateral value drops to drive demand for pDAI and uphold its value. So that's just like MakerDAO, okay? So you can just do the same thing, okay? What a ride, man. 3, liquidity incentive with Atropa. Rewards. Incentivize users to provide liquidity for pDAI trading pairs like pDAI to Pulse or pDAI Trade by rewarding LPs with Atropa tokens. This boosts liquidity, increases demand. Number 4, buyback and burn auctions. When pDAI falls below $1, trigger a smart contract that buys pDAI off the market using Atropa, Pulse, and other assets. 5, TWAP and Oracle-based PEG reactions. Use PulseX's TWAP or custom on-chain oracles to monitor the pDAI price. When pDAI is less than $1, pause minting, increase burn rates, or trigger buybacks. Damn, man, this is some big shit. All right, I thought it was just like, hey, we got a token now. Next thing, staking mechanisms for the supply sinks. Allow the users to stake pDAI in yield contracts that pay out in Atropa or governance. Locking up pDAI removes it from circulation, helping reduce sell pressure and support the peg. 7, peg stability via Atropa DAO voting. Use the DAO governance powered by Atropa community to adjust pDAI parameters such as fees, mint limits, etc. And then automatic market operations. Create smart contracts that act as autonomous traders using Atropa Pulse reserves to sell pDAI, whatever, maintain some sort of balance. So interesting. There are all these things you can do to push it all together. And then, friends, there's this thing called the VAT. Do you need to add the VAT? Great question. If you're referring to the VAT in the context of pDAI or stablecoin mechanics, then yes, you can optionally add a VAT module, but it depends on your goals and design choices. What is the VAT? It's the core accounting module, managing internal balances, system-wide debt, collateral types, minting and burning. Do you need the VAT to peg pDAI? No. If you're not using MakerDAO, you don't need to replicate the VAT, but you do need some sort of accounting or control layer for dynamic debt, global stability controls, etc. It's just first knuckle unicorn. Welcome aboard, friends. Alternatives without a VAT. You can use a simplified contract or a modular vault system instead. A vault contract that tracks the collateral and debt per user, a mint controller, oracles, an auction engine. Too long, didn't read. A VAT isn't required, but you do need something to track the debt and collateral if you're running a credit-based stablecoin. Interesting. So it's just saying, if you want a modular DeFi native pDAI peg, you can build it without a VAT. You can use vaults, oracles, auctions, buybacks. Wow, man. I guess, friends, like, look, kind of interesting, right? Remember, I've been telling you, I go, look, guys, I see like 30 broken things that we need to get to the dollar, and they're all like broken right now. And like, I'm like, I didn't know exactly, but it looks like, oh, wow, there's actually probably 30 broken stuff that needs to be done. The VAT and the vault and the credit system, blah, 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 blah. And like, as each thing gets like slowly built up, perhaps the price adjusts over time. Perhaps, then again, I'm a grown man pegging my nipples on the internet. Okay, so also, more juicy info here for you. So my friend Kyle said, a brilliant tech guy named DC, he's in our Telegram. He asks, do you need to make a DAO admin rights to accomplish this? Please let him know. Hey, DC, no, you don't need MakerDAO admin rights. You're not even interacting with the original MakerDAO. You're creating a new independent stablecoin system, pDAI, on PulseChain, possibly inspired by MakerDAO, but fully under your own control. Interesting. Bottom line, you're building pDAI, not modifying DAI. That means you're in full control. MakerDAO admin rights are completely unnecessary for building a PulseChain native Atropa enhanced stablecoin ecosystem. If you're up for it, I can help sketch a modular thing. Thank you, ChatGPT. Okay, this ChatGPT, do you have nibbles? Let me see them as well. Next question, look at this. Can we do this without redeploying a new DAI contract? If so, let DC know. He's killing our vibe. Absolutely. Let's settle this once and for all, DC. DC, yes, you can peg an existing pDAI to $1 on PulseChain without redeploying a new DAI. You don't need to touch or change the original pDAI. All the magic happens around it using external smart contracts, market dynamics, Atropa ecosystem tools. And these are a lot of the things that we're talking about. Buyback and burn, peg stability module, set up auctions, stake or lock pDAI, price oracle triggers. Wow, man. I mean, like, is that what happens next? These things start getting built. I guess we'll see, friends. Waiting for the 99 Capital post out here. Wow. So yeah, friends, you're probably wondering, Sammy, what the hell were you thinking when this thing went to zero, bro? I was like, oh, I gotta re-record the videos now. I was like, damn, or you're kind of missing the whole big candle go down to zero. By the way, I haven't checked Twitter because a lot of people told me they're laughing at you. They're laughing at you, and I was buying, bro. I was buying down here. I think the Americans are waking up. Shout out to everybody in America. Guys, you don't want to know. You don't want to know what it was like here. You don't. You don't want to know, man. You don't want to know. It was just like, oh, it really is over. Anyway. We're just sitting here. We're like, what happened to the Vietnamese kid? It's Cattie. Cattie's got a strap on, and now she's pegging everybody. Who gave her all the Make It Out tokens to take over the thing? What a story, man. Just friends, I'll just be honest. I'm about to drop dead. I don't know. My heart can't take this anymore. That's very Richard. I don't think you have to go through this for your Bitcoin early, all right? But then again, it is equal because the difficulty had to get turned up somehow, right? How do they turn up the difficulty when we all know to hold crypto, right? We know if you just hold, everything's going to be all right. Like, my gosh. Oh, my gosh, man. This is, friends, this is going to end up in our tombstones. Here lies a squirrel who survived this Dex Screener 1 minute candle series on pDAI. My gosh, man. So what they actually did, friends, was just dumping. I don't know who exactly dumped. They did the minting or something. Man, it was just... Yeah. Apparently, friends, Cattie wants to be interviewed by me and Daz, and she's the one behind this. Oh, God. By the way, some Easter eggs. Shout out to Sir Nathaniel. Apparently, the pDAI logo keeps switching back and forth on the chain. So the yellow dye, purple dye, yellow dye, purple dye, yellow dye, pDAI, eDAI, pDAI. Interesting, right? By the way, look, the max total supply was 117 billion. So this is new. So it's also some Easter egg stuff. Like, hey, switching the logo, switching the logo. It's almost like he's screwing with us. Mr. Tails trades. I tripled my bag. Ride or die for the pDAI. My gosh, fans. pDAI to $1. Why not USDC, but pumping to... Yeah, so these ratio things out here, my gosh, man, they're wild. You got to remember, friends, the liquidity's thin. So it's not like you're just like, oh, wow, this thing's up. But yeah, there's $16,000 of liquidity bid and offer. So there's only $8,000 that sends it pretty much back down. Now, I have to check out. I have to go and check out. My gosh, bro, what is this chart? Oh, wow, we did go to zero. It's over. Okay, just come back here. Oh, my God, bro. This is a flash crash, man. This is... Oh, man, this is like Ethereum going to 1 cent on one of the exchanges. Right, when Ethereum was like in 2016. It just trades at 1 cent. Imagine you had like your 30 grand in Ethereum. You're like, oh, it went to zero. Goodbye. It like traded at 1 cent. Like, oh, it was a scam after all. Moving on with my life. Ah, man, that's crazy. So it's sitting back here, friends. It's still about 1,000x to $1. I don't know what happens next, friends. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to show you the pDAI to pulse ratio chart out here. Here we are right now. So the value is back down to 37. My gosh, guys, this was... I just want to show you just this. It was so over. It was... It was so over. We were like, well, fuck it. I'm not selling. I'm buying more. I'm going down with the ship of this. Like, but Catties now? Where'd this strap on come from? What, you know, the Vietnamese kid's dong was tough enough. Now I'm getting bent over by cat. Like, what's happening? It was just, dude. It's just, I got no words. I got no words anymore. Like, I just don't want to look. I've been, this is the first time in my life. I just don't want to look at the charts. I just don't want to look. I'm like, can you guys please hold the line? I just don't know what the hell's going on. The value is back down to 37 here. Man, these opportunities, like one hell of a week as well. My gosh, out here. Well, Americans, it's up to you. Imagine this reverses back. Oh my God. We're going to be like, bro, what the hell just happened? Imagine this somehow gets back to here. A value of 100. Man, we're partying here, bro. We're like 100 pDAI per then there he is. Oh, that's coming back. Gosh, my God. All right, bro. You're trying to shake us out. I don't know what it is, bro. I don't like. We're going to need a 99 capital thread to come out and explain what's going on. But I just want to tell you something, okay? Before this happened, we were seeing messages forward everywhere. Like, oh, pDAI supply is going to go up and like this shit, weird shit's going to happen. And like we saw the messages and I'm like, what? Another round of FUD? Like I'm seeing it. I thought it'll be in the next 5 to 15 days. Literally 15 minutes later. Bang! Just smack the hell down. Oh my gosh. So what do we do now? So I'm just got just a message, I guess my friend has sent me from Cattie. Cattie with a big fat friends. Okay, the next memes for the next week is literally Cattie with a giant strap on. Just a giant phallic symbol strap on. Just literally going out and just pegging everybody as a peg monster. So she says, PulseChain MakerDAO at the state was inbound to get rugged. So what we did was, instead of fully rugging it, which you may know we easily could have, we stopped the exploitability, we took the funds out, and we redistributed it into an ecosystem that already has worked. And we calculated it on the PulseChain stable, P-stable bonds since the chain was launched. As a matter of fact, even if pDAI would have fully rugged, the exploiter, I guess that means you, or the Vietnamese kid, could have easily bridged Pulse out and Atropa would have been fine. It's nicely designed to have supply contraction that's needed and already has bonds. So that made the most sense. Okay, well, if that made any sense to you, friends, all I got from that is she used the word bonds, and all I'm literally thinking about is bondage, where I've literally got that apple in my mouth, and they're literally inserting a pole into my rectum, and I'm literally getting pegged, and I'm just like, well, how do we get here? I was here to change my life, man. I don't know what the hell is going on. Like, I clicked a few buttons, and now shit suddenly exploding. And if you want to know, friends, we actually do have a picture of Cattie. Here she is here. Cattie, where'd you come from, man? You just come out of nowhere. You're super smart. You're from the team. You start researching pDAI. Somehow you get given the MakerDAO tokens. You get a giant strap on. You tell us you have to take over MakerDAO. We're like, no, just let the PulseChain pioneers do it. Then someone says, oh, no, here's the MakerDAO tokens. Someone. Then you start doing it. Then you do these things. And I feel violated. My cherry's been popped. I've never been penetrated down there. What's going on here? Man. Richard, I don't know how the fuck you did this, bro. This is some shit. This is some... Is she part of the plan, Richard? I didn't expect it. I thought the peg was we all get rich, not I get violated. So now what do we do? I mean, I got no words for it. Like, is it over? I don't know. Like, this chart looks like it's not over. It looks like I don't know anymore. I just don't know. Okay. So part of also the craze, friends, is as well the teddy bear market cap is like back to 10 million. Part of this. Oh, it's like actually ticking up right now. Teddy bear's back to 10 million. So, man, it's just friends, I don't want to use the R word. I feel like I just got raped, but I'm trying to process it. You know what I mean? Like, am I a victim? What happened here? Because I've got to see, like, maybe we could just see where the monthly candle is by the end of the month. It's like, is there some sort of joke term like accidental rape? Like, wait a minute, I didn't know I was getting raped there. Right? I'm trying to think about how to process this. So, I got no words, bro. I just don't know what the hell is this? Well, it's over. No, it's come back. Oh, man. I don't know what phase comes next, by the way. I thought wait. I think the supply is meant to go down. You know what? I don't know. Friends, like I tell you, man, sign me up to one of those rape victim units. I got some stories to tell. Like, subscribe, and I'll catch you soon.